omega-3 fatty acids in it that helps in brain cognition and development for children too. So protein can be found in that. Children need it. We talk about fruits. I'm talking about a variety of fruits. We know what is fruits. I didn't mention many. I mentioned some. Okay? We have vegetables. Children don't like vegetables. You have to pamper them and be speaking lots of fish and be speaking lots of Hausa, be threatening here and there. So you must make them take what? Vegetables. Yes. Then we'll talk about dairy. They need milk because it contains calcium. Yogurt is very good for children, even for adults, because it's fermented, you understand? So it contains some probiotics. I'm sure you've heard of probiotics that helps in digestion. Yes, so yogurt has it. Talk about cheese, but they say there's no fat cheese. That's what they emphasize on. Then we talk about healthy fats, like avocado oil from nuts and seeds, sunflower seed oil, you understand? All those seeds or plants. When we talk about eating healthy, just put it at the back of your mind that if you want to eat healthy, it must be plant-based foods. Okay? Foods that come from plants are the most healthiest foods. So if you go to buy your food, if you need to choose the one that comes from plants. Okay? That's general rule. Have it at the back of your mind. Because you will not really come and say, this is the recipe you cook today, recipe tomorrow, recipe you cook in the evening. So usually that's how you. So for children, these are the essential nutrients they need for growth and development. Now we have nutritional requirements. Initially they told me to separate it into 6 to 12 years and then 10 to 15 years, but I tried to do that. But then at the end I missed everything up. But then let's just go with 6 to 12 years. Now what are the energy requirements they need at this age? For energy, they need 1,600 to 2,200 calories per day, depending on their age, their gender, and their activity level. Children are expected to engage in activities. But recently, with the new generation parents, present parents, don't like our children going out, always locking them in the house, putting cartoon for them because we are afraid of what? Kidnappers, we are afraid of they will get lost, we are afraid that somebody will be wicked to them. When we are fighting with our neighbors' phones, them to go to our neighbors' houses and all. But it's important to note that that activity that the child is engaging on is very important to you. Very important to the child. So it also depends and helps in knowing the caloric level of the children. You know, we talk about the US, they don't go out, they don't make friends, like I was saying here. Yes, there are none. People that travel down will tell us the only thing they are regretting is that they don't have friends. They cannot go out. They can't just go and visit somebody. Except to call him and an appointment. All those kind of things. But here we have the privilege of having all those kind of things. You can go out. Even if they say it's no problem, you try to do your gist and go. Then you allow your children to play on the sand and all. But then children need to burn that energy they have taken in. That's why we're having obesity now. When you look at some rich people's children, even in Nigeria, they are so big, obese and overweight. Because they don't go out, they don't play, they're not allowed to play. They don't burn that energy that energy they take from foods. Now for carbohydrates, don't worry, I'm going to break it down on some of my next slides. For carbohydrates, they need 45 to 65% of their daily diet. So the energy, we're talking about energy. We're talking about energy. Let me explain now. We're talking about calories. Yeah. Calories is measured is a unit that you measure energy. You understand? Yeah. For example, I say, what's your weight? You now say 25 kilograms. That kilograms tells me that you are 25, that's the weight. So that calorie says the energy you are taking in. Okay? So when I say calories, just understand that the energy you are taking in. So the children need 1,600 to 2,200 energy level every day. Okay? So you can divide that into 3. Some in the morning, some in the afternoon, some in the evening. Now, and that energy, 45% to 65% should come from carbohydrates. Thank you. Then 25 to 35% should come from fats. So that's how it should be balanced. You know, I told you in Nigeria, they discovered that the children were getting more of carbohydrates and less of the fat. So they were not getting enough of the fat that they needed for their daily requirements. Then for protein, the child needs about 10 to 30 grams per day. For protein, each gram of protein, right, is equivalent to calories. 4 calories. So when I say 10 grams, that means 10 times 4, that's about 40 calories to 4 times 3, 12. 4 times 4, right? So about 40 to 120 calories every day. Yes. So for fiber, they need 10 to 13 grams per day. For vitamin D, they need 600 to 1,000 international units per day. That's how you measure vitamin D in international units. That's its own measurement per day. Yes. So I know vitamin D. Where do you get vitamin D? From the sun, early morning sun. But now we see children in Nigeria, this tropic land are coming with rickets, that means they have bullets or K-legs. That means the bones are soft, that they are become bent, no vitamin D. Why? When there is sun. Okay? So we see people hiding their children inside the house. They also need calcium, 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams per day. They also need iron, 10 to 15 milligrams per day, zinc 5 to 10 milligrams per day, omega-3 fatty acids 250 to 500 milligrams per day. That's a very good. I talked about omega-3. I know that. What can we use that? For those that they know what I mean by cup. You are seeing a cup before a measuring cup, 1 cup. Yeah? So we use I think it's equivalent to 1 cup. Alright? So half cup of cooked whole grain. For example, now you cook rice, okay? Half of that cup will give you about 100 to 150 calories. Alright? One slice of whole grain bread, for example, wheat bread now, one slice will give you about 80 to 120 calories. Anything? Fish size of protein will give you about, that means when I talk about fish, sometimes, because we don't have all those measuring cups and all, we talk about fish. When you have like, for diabetes, I'm sure you will tell you fish size. If you're hungry, you take a fish size or add one, you make it 2. So when you're eating your 2, you calculate the size. You know the size they give you in a restaurant, that's the normal size of a plate. Right? When Nigeria, we know that. So you can see how we eat in Nigeria. That's why. So when we say a fish size of small fish size of protein will give you 100 to 140 calories. Medium fish of protein. That means if your hand is a bit big, your hand is big as now. Okay, I don't know that. Then a large fish size will give you that. When we talk about one banana, about depending on the size, if the small one, the small one will give you a lesser one. But generally, one banana will give you 100 calories. All these are approximations. Yeah? Then one apple will give you about 100 calories, depending on the size. And the more apple is big. Then for leafy greens, a cup of maybe you cook vegetables now, and you estimate a cup, you get about 20 to 40 calories. So you see, vegetables don't really give a high amount of calories like carbohydrates, protein, and fat. Okay? So we have other vegetables, cauliflower and all, will give you about 20 to 25. Bell peppers, carrots, crunchy vegetables will give you about 45 to 90 calories. Now, cooked vegetables will give you about 50 to 100 calories. We talk about oil now. General rule for oils: any oil that becomes hard at room temperature contains bad fats. Okay? Fats, there are good ones and bad ones. Why they are bad? They are bad because not that they are bad, because not created, right? They are needed in your body in very small quantities. They need in very small quantities. If you eat too much, it will now go and hang in your arteries and block them. That's when you start having all those hypertension, stroke, and so on and so forth. Okay? So you need any oil that hardens at room temperature contains bad fats. Just take it like that. Alright? So that's why we talk about soya oil, canola oil, sunflower oil. All these oils are problem usually we have is red oil, right? Red oil too hard, so it has polyunsaturated fats. Right? So you should eat small. Okay? And we like red oil in Africa. We love red oil. So you should eat small. So we talk about peanut oil and all. So look at these oils from canola, soya bean. One cup of each of them contains this calorie. Can you imagine soya bean oil that we're saying, it's soya oil, it's soya oil. It has what 1,972 calories in one cup. Alright? So that's why when you're cooking, don't put too much oil. So that even if you put maybe 200 calories, then everybody will share the 200. Right? The house. So the whole pot will be 200 calories. But if the whole pot is 1,000 calories, well, you still share it in the house. But you're alone though. Alright. So most of these oils have higher calories. Because I told you what, fat and oil have denser calories. I told you 1 gram of fat will give you 9 calories. 1 gram of carbohydrate will give you 4 calories. So fat is, that's why fat, when you eat it, right? If you just take, the body just take and eat and then store the remaining. Before you know it, you start having pot belly, getting fat, the body start eating fat everywhere. Storing it. Actually, it's storing it for the day that you're going to be starved. Then it will now break it down and convert it back to energy, then you can use it. That's why if you're starved for 1 week, you will not die. Jesus fasted for 40 days, did he die? No. All those fat stores in your body will break down and be giving you energy. Alright? So that's what fat does. So you see, fat is good now. Okay? Fat is good. So these are other oils, all of them. The lesser, you see olive oil that we always talk about, 1,915 per cup. Coconut oil even has lesser, 1,862 per cup calories. So I told us what is calorie. Calorie is energy. So that's the amount of energy you're taking in. Yeah? And usually for adults, your amount of energy you take in is not perfect from the children. Yeah? Because we don't really engage in a lot of activities like children engage. So our calorie intake is almost at the same level. The highest you can see is an adult is those that engage in very vigorous, extremely vigorous activities that will reach up to 3,000 calories a day. But generally, you need to take out 1,500 to 2,000, around 2,500 like that. Generally. Now, 1 cup of margarine, look at margarine, use it to bake, right? It has 1,600 to 1,900 calories, depending on the brand, depending on the type. 1 egg has about 50 to 90 calories, depending on the size. 1 cup of whole milk, that's normal milk. Normal milk, you don't pick milk, right? You don't pick milk. Pick milk, either you milk, you call it the real pick milk. But all of them are real actually. The one that is very sweet, very nice, very tasty. That one is the whole milk, we call it normal milk. It has cholesterol inside, it has fat inside, red, we don't remove the fat. Then there's this thick milk that is blue. The one out, blue, it's not as sweet as the original thick. So that one, the fat has been removed, has been reduced. It still has more, but has been reduced. The one we have of skim milk. Skim milk means that all the fat has been removed. So when you have Dano Slim, for example, Dano Slim, it's not sweet. That one, all the fat has been removed. So they have less calories than this. So this one I'm talking about is real thick milk. The lacto-rich, we're talking about, that's about 170 calories per cup. So okay, that's the one I'm talking about. Then we have soy milk, another plant-based milk. Usually they have 30 to 60 calories. So you see, anything from plants is usually lesser calories. Anything from plants is usually lesser calories. So, for example, now let's do an example now. Let's say we have, let's say I want to eat now, and I bring my plate. I put 1 cup of whole grain rice. That means I'll have how many calories? About, let's say, 300 calories, right? Then I put about 1 small piece of protein. Or I should put the large one. Yeah? Okay, let me put small one. 140. So 300 plus 140 is what? 440, right? Then I put 1 banana, 100. 540. Should I put apple? 649. Okay, okay, 640. I put apple. Then I come and put leafy greens, 1 cup, 40. 680. Then what should I put? Of course, I'll put with oil. Let me put which one will I put? Hey. I should put what now? Maybe canola oil, yes, whatever. I won't put 1 cup. I'll put half cup. I'll put 1/4 cup, 500. Okay? Let's say 500 plus 640, how many? Plus 680, not 6. Plus 680. Yes, that's 7. You understand? What else will I put? Should I put egg again? I'll put protein already now. Alright. So I got what? 730. So in the morning I ate 730 calories. In the afternoon I ate 730 calories. In the evening I ate 730 calories. That's how much in total? 2,250. Is it bad? It's not bad for me as an adult. For a child, I told you between 160 to 2,300 calories for children. And I'm expected to allow them to engage in other lifestyle like exercise, like what? Other things to keep them healthy. It's good, okay? But by the time I'm putting, what is that rice? 2 cups of rice. Who eats 1 cup of rice here? Nobody. Eh? Then by the time I'm putting maybe 2 cups of rice, you understand? I'm already eating 900 calories. You understand? Yeah. So that's how when you're eating, you see, calculate your meal, alright? Calculate plates as you're eating. So it's just a general run to give us when we're eating, okay? For us as adults, but then as children too, we should also help them out. Now, for 10 to 15 years, usually they have different nutritional needs based on their gender and developmental stage. So they're always a little bit higher than the younger ones, right? But then usually the calorie intake is also around that same level, 1,600 to 2,300. Now, for girls, usually they take less food than boys. So we can see for fruits, they need about 1.5 to 2 cups per day. For vegetables, 2.5 to 3 cups per day. For protein, 40 to 50 grams per day. For whole grains, about 260 calories or half cup of rice, something like that. Then dairy, about 3 cups a day. Healthy fat, 27 to 30 grams a day. Then this is for the boys too. Then in all this, you include adequate hydration, that is drink water, at least 1 to 2 liters per day, and they should sleep well, at least 7 to 9 hours per day for this age, right? Good. So generally that is it. So what are the benefits of eating healthy? It helps us to achieve a healthy body weight. You don't have to say, I want to be weigh less, I want to weigh less. If you learn to eat little for 3 times a day, it's encouraged that you eat 3 times a day. But because of the kind of size of food we eat, and the way we skip our meals, we have issues with our eating. For example, me now, by the time I finish cooking for my I wake up early, I will cook good food for my children because they are going to school and spending the whole day there. I will not eat. I will not come to hospital hungry. And eventually, I will not be looking at the egg roll that is looking at me at glass. Okay? Because I'm hungry. If I eat, I will not look there. I will not enter, I will walk home. I'll skip breakfast. Walk to the afternoon and finish work by that one. I'm very hungry and I go to look for food and I eat. And I say, this is another plate. I'm not full. How many calories am I eating already? You understand? Then I'll now go home. In fact, maybe before that one said, that the months have passed, I'll go months and eat. You understand? There's no way going to offer you coke. And maybe one drug rep was passing. Doctor, you're looking hungry. Let me get you something. You're not going to buy coke for your mother and give you. You say, thank you. Then you don't want to add it to your body. Before you know it, you're stressed out and you're adding weight. That's how weight comes when you're stressed. Because you're eating anyhow. Then in the evening, you now reach home, you now cook. That's when you say, hey, you're so tired out here. Let me eat and rest. I mean, that's when you need a real tool. You don't eat tool in the morning, tool is sitting in the night. But we're supposed to eat tool in the morning. That's when I want to eat that too. I'm supposed to have eaten in the morning. So I'll like to sit and say, God, let me straight, please shift. You not shift your children and push your leg and start sleeping. You didn't even want to that's how you fast. So now you keep accumulating. So that's what happens usually. So it helps you achieve a healthy weight when you eat well. And when you eat small, those quantities we're talking about every day, it helps you consume important nutrients. When you take time to cook, you know you cook what has what nutrients, you don't eat empty calories. You reduce the risk of developing health conditions like hypertension, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and so on and so forth. You know, it's known that children that are obese in childhood have a higher risk of becoming obese in adulthood. You know that's the fact. So the ones that have a higher risk of developing hypertension, type 2 diabetes, and all. When we say type 2 diabetes, there's type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes means your pancreas, you were born with a bad pancreas, so your pancreas is not working, so you're not producing insulin. That one's not your fault. But usually type 2 is from lifestyle, so you develop it over time. Okay? So when by the time an adult is having diabetes, and when you start having diabetes at adulthood, it's usually type 2. Because your lifestyle in the past was not very nice to the pancreas. So the pancreas is now reacting now. Okay? That's what we call type 2 diabetes. So anytime you see they say type 2, that's what it means. Because of lifestyle. And then cancer, bone problems, iron deficiencies, and so on and so forth. Then it improves cognitive function, especially memory in children. Right now, when you see supplement they give you, the supplement they bring now for children, they give your children that's DHA, that's this and that. All those are like help them memory, they be sharp in school and so on. All those are food. Okay, you don't spend our money buying supplements, all kinds of things. Then it also reduces absenteeism and improves the mood of the child. Right? The child is always happy because he's eating things that will make him happy. Then adequate hydration also improves cognitive function in children and helps them to learn well. You know what water can do. You know how to exercise that. Now, there are specific foods that are known from research to boost the brain of children. One is whole grains, as we mentioned. So you see, when you're looking at this, you're just looking at LNG White and New Starts. Everything, just know that New Starts, you're good and your home and dry. Whole grains provide sustained energy and support cognitive function. The body needs glucose. I'm sure Dr. Payne can tell us if the brain is starved of glucose for how many minutes, the brain cells will die. I know for oxygen is 5 minutes. For glucose, I don't know, I can't remember. This is very important in production of blood, production of iron that gives us blood. And the brain needs blood. Okay? Yeah. When the brain is deprived of blood for like 5 minutes, the brain cells will die. Okay, that's the end of human being. 5 minutes just stop brain from working. For example, like stroke now, people that have stroke, what happens? It's blood that just there's an actually maybe the blood flow to that part of the brain just blocks for up to 5 minutes. That part of the brain will not work. And if that part of the brain is responsible for making you to move your hand, your right hand, that means your right hand will not work. Well, this will be life. Right? We see people who stroke now. That's what happened. Right? So folate helps in producing blood. So by the time blood is produced, it gets to the brain and the brain functions well. And you know that the blood carries what? Oxygen. So where there's blood, there's oxygen. Yes. Then we have fermented foods, as I mentioned, like yogurt, they contain probiotics, right? That helps in digestion. Right now, they are bringing out probiotics for a lot of things, especially people that have diarrhea. Children, you see, the right probiotics, adults, probiotics, everything very important, and they support brain health too. We have turmeric. I was surprised when I saw turmeric. Contains curcumin and it has inflammatory and antioxidant properties, supporting brain health. When we talk about antioxidants, generally, I know Dr. Pede can explain that better. But generally, the body produces some things. Whenever there are processes happening, chemical processes happening in the body, a lot of chemical processes happening in the body. When that is done, they produce some toxic materials. We call them free radicals. So those ones are not important to the body. It's expected that what we eat removes them from our body. Right? Yes. So there are some vitamins that you must have that help remove them out of your body. If you don't have them, they are issues. So those are called antioxidants. Okay? If those things are remaining in your body, they're not coming out, they're not taking the right foods, the right vitamins. That's what after many years. I came across dark chocolates. You would have come across it before. Dark chocolates. In fact, the rule is the more expensive the chocolate, the more original it is, the more dark it is. Right? Okay. Also improve blood flow and cognitive function. Call it black chocolate. We have egg yolks, they are rich in choline, which also helps with some chemical processes in the body that help with improving memory and cognitive function. We have berries, we're talking about fruits now. We have nuts and seeds. This nuts and seeds is very important. In fact, let me give you my experience. Since milk became, I think, 2,000 naira, I could not even buy milk again. For the past 2 years, I've not bought milk in my house. Why? Because it's expensive. Not because I didn't want to buy, because of my children. I wanted to buy, but it's too expensive, I cannot buy. And I now remembered I was posted to pediatric street. So when I went there, we had a lot of pediatric malnutrition cases that came. Thought malnutrition cases. So at the ministry had a particular, there was this NGO that sent, they call it a plumping nuts. During the time of HIV, when HIV came newly, if you're in just, I'm sure you remember plumping nuts. Those people that had HIV, they were giving them plumping nuts. And when they take it, they were becoming very plumpy, very beautiful and shiny. That was the first time I had plumping nuts. They said they were giving HIV people. I thought there was something serious inside. Until they now said they were giving for malnutrition. So they brought it in the ministry, they brought it plenty. So anytime we need it, we just call them. Anytime we have malnutrition cases, we call them, down to records and all. So they were bringing it because it was almost expired. They brought plenty. What was inside the plumping nuts? It's just a sachet, beautiful like this tomato paste. That's it. What's inside? It's peanut butter. It's peanut butter, my people. The only thing that was inside was milk. And they are saying, and me, I'm really struggling to buy me when I can make peanut butter. In fact, that was when I started selling peanut butter. Those of you that know I sell peanut butter. Yeah, that was when I started making it. And now I started feeding my children. They said, okay, we'll now start eating peanut butter. No milk. Now we started eating peanut butter. Nobody complained. Everybody is just plumping. Everybody was getting plumping. And then the evil goes is keeps you food for a long time. Initially, when we go to church, by the time it's 10, 11, my daughter was crying, she's hungry. Meanwhile, he ran to your bread and went to church. When I now say, okay, from on the bread now, we start putting peanut butter. Since that day, she has not eaten before finishing church. Do you understand? So it keeps you going. Everybody is full, you just have peanut butter. It contains what? Fat, it contains proteins, it contains everything you need to supplement your milk. That is the summary of my own conclusion in my house, right? So that's why I'm emphasizing that nuts and then seeds. Sunflower seeds, you don't have oil too, right? So very important. I talked about fish. Well, right now I'm working on vegetarians for my project. And I'm in the process of my research, I came to realize that different forms of vegetarianism. Basically, when we talk about vegetarianism, we're talking about plant-based diets. So anything you're eating should be more of plants. You understand? Your basis of eating is plants. Anything you're adding that is not plant-based is by the way. So we have different forms. We have those that are vegetarians. That means those ones that maybe once in 6 months, once a year they eat meat. Then we have those that are pescatarians. Those ones eat only fish. Okay? There's a set of people that eat only fish in this world. Yeah. So all those things. So I discovered that fish contains omega-3 fatty acids, very good in brain development and cognition. So basically, those are the foods that are important to children. These are my references. Thank you very much for listening. I believe your additions and questions. Thank you very much.
We can still do better by appreciating Dr. Zila for that beautiful presentation. Very quickly before very quickly before we take our questions and our contributions, it's very important for me to acknowledge the presence of president of the conference is here alongside the secretary of the conference as well. Sirs, please can you just wave to us? Please, let's celebrate them. Let's celebrate them. Thank you so much, sirs. We appreciate your presence. May God continue to bless you and continue to grant you wisdom, even as you continue to support this beautiful program. And the Lord will continue to see you through. Amen. Very quickly, we would like to take questions, contributions, if there is. So we'll take it just the way we did the other time. We'll first take questions, and after which we take contributions. Now, this is how we go about it. If you have a question, you raise up your hand, because some people wanted. So I said a question. Some people raised their hands the other time, but they ended up contributing. They did not ask questions. They really contributed. So if you have a question, let's take your question. We'll still give room for contributions. So for question, let me see your hands. If you have questions, if you have any question from what Dr. Zilla Amali just said, if you have any question, just raise your hand. Yes, one. We have Dr. Amasa. One. Okay. We have Dr. We have Barrister Musa Amali is here. Okay. We have, sorry sir, I've forgotten your name, sir. I know you are Uncle Chankara, right? Okay. Okay, Uncle David. So we have 3 questions. We'll start from
all right, thank you very much, Dr. Zilla Amali, for that expose. My question is goes to the last slide where you gave those measurements of calories. My understanding is that you will use those ones to combine so that you give you a balanced diet. Is that? Looking at our environment, how possible is it to take this measurement before you cook? You want to see how much, what is quantity of calories in rice and product before you now put them together to realize a balanced meal for that period. Secondly, still looking at the society we live in, where people have 01 or 001 or 000. How do you combine this? When do you think you can have a balanced calorie? If you don't eat in the morning, is it possible to eat in the afternoon to take care of what you are taking in the morning? Is it possible that you are not eating in the morning, afternoon, then you have something that you eat in the evening that will take care of what you did not eat in the morning and the afternoon? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the question. Generally, we're here talking about ideal, right? And then it's expected that your intake should be equivalent to your output, something like that, right? Intake. So as you're taking in, you should be sure you're burning out what you're supposed to burn. You only take what it wants and then leave what it doesn't want. So you're expected to burn that one out. You don't burn it out to store it and keep it. Okay? So by the time you miss breakfast, you know that one has passed, ideally. It's just that your mouth is telling you that you need to eat more. But then if you eat more, are you sure you're going to burn it out? That's what I was explaining. If you eat more in the night now, when you don't need to do the work, it will store it. Because at that point, it has already gathered energy from where it wanted and given energy in the morning. Okay? You have received your energy, you have done your work. Then in the evening, you're now compensating it for morning. You understand? If you now go and store it this time, it will not use it. You understand what I mean, sir? Store it, not use it. So it's encouraged that we try as much as possible to eat 3 times a day. It may be difficult, but we're talking about the idea. That's how we're supposed to be. These are energy levels you're supposed to have every day, and then engage in other lifestyle modifications that will help you out. Like I was saying in my research, I've not finished the research, but as I'm collecting my data, I realized that I'm collecting from vegetarians. I've realized so far that even though we have vegetarians, they still eat like, they still don't eat according to how they are supposed to. Yes. To compensate those, you understand? To compensate those losses and those deficiencies they may have from not eating what they are supposed to, what others eat. You understand what I mean? For example, now, I'm not a vegetarian, but I eat more vegetables than you that are a vegetarian. I'm not. As an example, you understand? I eat more fruits than you that are a vegetarian. When you're supposed to eat more than me, because your food now is plant-based. Everything about you, your 1,000 calories that you need per day come from only plants. So you see, you eat more vegetables than me, but then I eat more than you. And then when you get more of your calories, still carbohydrates. You understand? Carbohydrates, when you take it a lot, it also comes, the body converts it to what? Fat and keep it. We call it what? Gluconeogenesis. So the body will form it and make it and keep it as fat. That's what happens to glucose, carbohydrate that you eat. Okay? Then what's the other question? The measurement. Okay. The measurements. Then I was supposed to put there's this plate, Lomalinda gave, plate of food. Half of your plate, when you're eating, half of your plate should be filled with fruits and vegetables. Yes, fruits and vegetables. Quarter of your plate should be carbohydrates. Then the remaining quarter should be other vitamins. That is how it looks like. Whether it's making imagine, but from my experience, how we have been taught and trained, when you're taking carbohydrates, fist size is the size of carbohydrates you're taking every meal. Fist, your fist. So hold your fist like this. That's the size of pork or rice or yam or this thing you should take every meal. Yes. That's the general measurement. That's making your fist round like this. Then you measure the size of it. You know this like restaurant panellium. So that's what the restaurants are giving you. So generally that's it. The way we eat sweet is okay. We eat a piece. Even though some people don't eat too much or something. Yeah. Then vegetables should be half of your plate. Vegetables and fruits. So you should have at least 2 to 3 servings of fruit. When they say 2 to 3 servings, that means at least three fruits, 3 different types of fruits. One banana, one orange, one mango. You understand? And two or three like that. One can be 1 serving. But you don't even take mango now, like almost it's pocket now one day. Pocket of mango. So we still need to train ourselves on how to eat. You know the way we teach people that they eat, which kind of food is this? That's how we're supposed to eat. So generally for carbohydrates, fist size. Then for meat, that's the quarter of that fist size. So that means if you're eating meat, at least half of that fist size. That should be okay. But if you eat it morning, afternoon, evening, you see you find your blood cells will drop and all those extra fat that you have to leave.
Okay, doctor wants to add.
Thank you so much, Dr. Zila. I would like to see some of the things that she's talking about. I saw also memory as if it's impossible. Fist size. It's actually possible. But how possible it is? Imagine that there is hunger or is hunger. How will you stop? Start gradually. So it's the same thing with your stomach. If you are taking a bowl of food, big bowl, you understand? Your stomach will stand it's just like a rubber. So what you do is to reduce the quantity of food you eat. As I will tell you, immediately testing, My friend is a big, Alam was a big man. Alam was very big. You know Alam before? Was very big. He's been, it's like you know Alam very big. You know that he was very big. He knows that he was eating too much. You understand? He started eating a bit, even myself, he started eating a bit. There was time I was big, I was getting bigger. A colleague, so Alam was there. He told me that very soon I will start coming to your clinic. Because the cardiologist that you are eating too much. You are very big. Now once you start serious in our clinic, and he was right. If I continue, I will go and visit them in the clinic. Now the way your system works is that if you reduce the volume or the quantity of food that you eat, gradually your stomach, that layer that you are eating too much so that when you eat a little, it will be enough. So don't start gradually. Don't start start gradually. If you are taking a very, like let's say 5, reduce to 4. Gradually, 4, 2. You'll be surprised that it is true now that we're eating this fish that is showing you and eating is impossible. It's possible, but it's gradual and it's possible. You feel that when you eat too much, you will feel very, very uncomfortable. It will reach a point that when you eat above that feast, you feel very, very uncomfortable yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Before we take the next question, I think there will be another. Okay, you have contribution?
Yes, that's one.
All right. You know, while Doctor was saying feast, I was looking at my uncle, Pastor Kawusu. I know he likes a lot of food, so I'm just wondering how he's going to cook.
Okay, I want to ask what Dr. Innocent said. I have a friend that the first time I met him, I was scared at the way he eats. He can eat like 5 people's food at a time. Wow. As in, he gets so hungry that I remember it was a program we went for. And when he doesn't have that, he doesn't get satisfied because the stomach is already enlarged. And so he needs, so he needs something to just fill it up. I finished cooking and I poured water into the pot. I went inside before I returned. He had spun out the water to scrape the pot because he was not satisfied. And just like Dr. Innocent said, it takes discipline. You have to discipline yourself so that the stomach will go back to its natural. It's unnatural. And over time, after some years, after so much study, so much discipline, I was shocked at what I saw. That I could eat just a handful of food and he's fine. Sometimes if he doesn't see the food, he's fine. But before now, when there is no food, there's always trouble. And so we need to know how to eat. Like we talk about drinking water. Every time we encourage people to drink water, there are people that drink water, they drink it wrongly. And so when you drink water wrongly, you don't get the benefit of it. They say drink water before you eat. And drink water sometime before. Don't drink water immediately after your food. Don't drink water with your food. If you drink water the right way, your body will not always crave for food. You will not always want to eat so much because the body is not just food that the body needs. The body needs water to work for energy. Water helps the body too. And so that is why sometimes when you eat after some hours, you start feeling faint. At that point, people mistake that faintness for hunger. But at that point, what your body needs is water. And so when you give it that water, you are fine. But then, instead of water, people give the body another food again, and you are overworking the body. And all these things they are saying is, these vegetables and fruits, it doesn't take so much work for the body to digest them. And so it is to help you so that your body can function well. So when you eat a little carbohydrates, you don't give the body so much work to do. Especially here, just like she said, we eat the same we should eat at most 3 times a day. But 2 is best.
But there are people that eat like 5 times a day. 5 times a day. And you don't want to fall sick. How? And so at night you sleep, you don't sleep. They said you don't sleep, you pass out. You pass out when because your body is not at rest. So it's something we can do. It takes discipline. Discipline, I will have to be intentional about it.
Thank you very much. Would like to give the microphone to another contribution.
That is not a contribution, it's a question. I'm sorry, I went out.
I want to ask about people that they eat a lot, they consume a lot of food. But when you see them, they are very tiny. See that they have problems in their they will eat, you see them, the food that you consume, you won't be, it's not funny. And you see them, they'll just be growing, and you not see anything shaping coming out, nothing. I don't know why.
For those people we're talking about that are growing, that means they are still growing. So whatever they're eating is going into their growth. You understand? It's going into their growth. But anyone that has finished growing, any adult that has finished growing, usually by 18, 20 for guys, but girls say usually by that 14 they are finished growing. Yeah? When you are finished growing tall, you start growing fast. That's why as you're getting older, you get fatter, whether you like it or not. And because what you eat will now go into your size, not your height. So usually that's what happens. And that happens in children, especially adolescents from that 14, that's when they eat. I remember when we were at that age, I was asking my mommy, we used to do competition of eating lele. You know the cookie thing? You understand? You do competition, you're eating 14. 15 gongoni only you. That means how many gongoni did you put that day? You understand? And then we were 5. Melafia, me, you broke. At least the price was 4. So 4 of us, everybody eating 14. In fact, there was a day somebody used 17. Do you understand? That's how we were growing. So you eat and you grow, you never be fat at that age because you're using it for growth and development.
Thank you very much. So, Mama, is yours a contribution or a question? A contribution? Okay. Now, I think we have, yours is a contribution, right? Yes. Sir, it is in reaction to which question? Okay, because we don't want to get confused. So we want to follow each of the questions and then so that we will not okay, Elder Amasa. Okay, fine, because I went out, Auntie didn't raise up her hand because you asked a question, right? I thought it was a contribution. Yours was a question, right? Okay, yes. So she was supposed to raise her, I was supposed to give you a number. So there were people that were supposed to ask. I understand, there is no problem. So I thought it was a contribution, so that is why it just broke the chain and order that we were following. So we'll give you the microphone to contribute. Immediately you're done with your contribution in reaction to Dr. Amasa. Then we hand over the microphone to Dr. Innocent to still contribute in reaction to the question that you asked. And then we now take the next question. Yes, so I think that's how we go about it.
I'll first of all process my story so that I should reverse what I want to say. There was this group from Kaki State that went to Jerusalem. So when they were served, they were paid. One of them ate and requested for a takeaway. And he was given. The way that's why he didn't him, what are we going to do with takeaway? He said, I want to take it away. And you know that the kind of food that they are served there is not the one, the kind of food we're eating back. So So he ate the balanced diet with the fruits and everything. He felt the next journey is going to take long and he's going to be hungry. Unfortunately for him, on the way, they went. They were almost there. He didn't feel hungry. And he had to take away. Eventually, he has to throw away the takeaway because he has already eaten what the body required. So most of us, I'm saying that, most of us that eat wrongly will be afraid of this size of yeah? You can imagine you eating a fish size with vegetables, with fruits. What more do you want? Some of us abuse the food we eat because the body has a requirement. Everybody has a body requirement of nutrition. When you go against what the body requires, the excess is a waste. We just gather unnecessary fat. During my nutrition days, we have the standard population. Every food has the analysis. So you plan food for small children, you plan food for teenagers, you plan food for the aged and the old ones. The growing ones need better food. But unfortunately, we take the better one and give the children the remaining. Yeah? I remember when I was coming up, when I was small, there was better chicken for me. Many have to make it when you whereas it is the children that require the best nutrition. When you eat, an adult only needs the maintenance dose. Altogether, you need body maintenance. Don't go and eat all these things that you feel is good for you to eat because you are the owner of it. No, you only need maintenance. Yes, and there are requirements again for those who are sick and those who are for watching themselves. You plan the diet for them. When you go to the nutrition dietetics department in the hospital, you see them doing that. There are sicknesses that are purely, the medication is purely food. The medication is very small. It's only food that cures it. So don't go and overeat or eat the wrong things. Or eat the wrong things, the good things wrongly, you eat over. It's not going to help us. A very good knowledge of the dietetic requirements is very, very important for our optimal health. And for those that are observing vegetarianism, your own may be different. Because you don't eat some certain aspects of food. You need other ones that are more in those than the other ones. So you very, very careful, whichever side you fall into, please try to see that you are clearly taught how to maintain your body requirements, nutrition, and very, very good for you.
Thank you, sir. So, Doctor, maybe I'll give us a minute and you to wrap up this particular question.
So, thank you for what you have given us. Let me be the doctor again. You see, the world is changing, and everything in the world is changing. With the economy of this country today, we know that everybody must be wise on how to prepare your needs. She talked of what we should give our children. Most of us parents, even those of us that have the money, we don't give our children something different from what we take. If it is the toy, everybody goes to school. If it is the good day, even when they cry, we force them to take the good day, even when they don't want it. So there are things we should add for the children. And these days, women has become so busy that they don't want to cook again. Women have become so busy, that is why we have Indomie in our houses. We have foods that are just easier to cook. the vegetables we are talking about, vegetables are cheap. But how many women will take their time to prepare vegetables? We have the bitter leaf, we tell you, no, I don't have the time to wash the bitter leaf. Even when you buy the lettuce from the market, you don't know which farm it is coming from. You have to wash it with salt, you have to rinse it so many times. There are a lot of things you have to do before you start vegetables, or else you end up serving as. So women have a place here. If we want to save our families, women must perform their duty. Their duty of keeping the family healthy and giving them the balance life. And it is a lot of work. So you see, some of our men will just tell you, I want only draw soup. And so yesterday was Busheshen Rekashi, today it will be Busheshen Kubewa, next tomorrow it will be Busheshen Kuka, and then Busheshen Akuku, Busheshen. And they tell you they don't want the vegetable. Whether it is not because you like it, it is because it is good for you. If we don't stop eating what we like, we will kill ourselves. So let's do our best. If you have a husband, encourage him to eat a balanced diet. Especially these pastors that move like Fulani. They need balanced diet. Give them good food. If not, they will not even live long. And pastor is not supposed to die. Why should the pastor die? Do you understand? The people living in the normally that are not with why are those ones sleeping and our own are dying? It is because we don't give them good food. It's because they don't get good food. And most of our pastors don't rest. You will preach the gospel. Some people will go to heaven and the pastor will not go to heaven because he did not even have time to preach to himself or to his family. So let us do the right thing at the right time. She said we should rest. She said we should eat good food. When it is time for this, we should, even on the Sabbath day, we don't rest. We are always on the move. Why? Look at the white people when they came as missionaries. Their wives were not working, even if they were working, it's not more than 2 or 3 or 4 hours. But the African woman is working the whole day. The husband is working the whole day. And everybody is just stressful. Every one of us are stressful. We need to live. We need to also live long. We need to do the right thing at the right time. Eat the right food. It is just because it is easier. The soup has been there in the fridge maybe for 1 month. And you know the soup in the fridge for 1 month is not even good for consumption. But that is what we do. We are eating that food every day. Let us leave that place. Women, let's do well for our husbands because we have the engine for their lives.
Mine is just big. It's a response to those people that are very slim, even if they eat whole lots. They are not safe. I have a friend, it was Dr. Lua in 2012. When he went to check our cholesterol, I don't eat so many things. The one we go for pumpkin cross or something in Lagos and Ibadan, it takes a whole lot of things. So when one of our senior people wanted to do his research for to become a fellow, he was trying to check the cholesterol of people. So I was bigger than him, and he was very, very thin. So when he came to check our cholesterol, mine was good, his own was bad. He was so disturbed, he could not sleep. Now why is it that he that is thin, his own cholesterol is bad, and the person from his family doing the research? So you're not safe, even if you're eating, because there are what we call the viscera and the blood vessels. Those the cholesterol, some will stay in your blood, some will go and enter some places and will make you fat. But they are there, and it's a problem. So eating, whether you're fat or thin, you also need those things that Priscilla has spoken about. What you have been talking about earlier is what you are supposed to survive. Thank you. Can you see? Let me see.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I was telling Dr. Priscilla, I said, I need to get married so that my life will be very, very good. How I will eat, look at it, it's like I just feel I'm being eaten rubbish. Like I just feel I have not just been leading the way I should lead. This is just the thing. And most of us are putting in sober fees because we are having the same reflection, like you are having these thoughts within your mind. And yeah, so I later begin with the So I want to appreciate us all for our contributions and our questions. Yes. So we still have the last two questions, or one if I'm not mistaken. I think it's really Elder Musa Mali that I have the last question. So you will ask the last question and we delve to the next item we have on our program today.
Good afternoon. I came in when the lecture, I think I've gone more than halfway. So my question will be based on the detail I have. At the conclusion of the lecture, I made mention of fish. Most times when we talk about vegetarianism, I know people talk about meat and then plant-based food. I don't know where fish falls in, because I know Jesus fed people with bread and fish. And this morning when we were doing our devotion, the current devotion, I think it talked about fish too, and it talked about the nutrients that are contained in the fish, that the bread and the fish constitute a balanced diet. So we that are in between, we are neither vegetarians or so what's your advice about fish? Yes, thank you.
So I think let's first give it to the speaker to react before we take our contributions.
Okay, I mentioned, maybe you were not around. I mentioned that